Well, hello, this is Town Dog. I'm fixing to try to do another little flight in this little Piper Warrior. I'm going to do about a 3-stage flight this afternoon if everything goes right. It won't be much longer than the last 2 flights, but the 3 states be consistent of Tennessee, which I'm in now, Arkansas Boot Hill, which is not very big, over in the Missouri Boot Hill, and over into Arkansas. And we'll be going up into Arkansas a little ways. We'll be using several electronic gadgets to get us there. And first thing we need to do is get this thing up and running and get some fuel in it. So let's see what we got to go. Oh, I just moved something. Let me get that back. I messed up my recorder. All right, I got it back. All right, let's see what we get going here. And I was not. And I hadn't coughed a bit till I started talking, but I did get through eating some chicken. And that's got a little bit to do with it. I may have to get a cough drop here in a minute. Well, let's see if I can get this thing started. I'm gonna do a little walk around here again. Walk around the plane right quick. There we go. Oh, that man sitting there. Uh-oh, look what I saw in my little airport. A 737, and if he tries to take off, he's gonna run out of runway way before he gets enough speed, I do believe. Let's watch him and see what he does. Let's dance. Anyway. Well, the nose is up. He ain't off the ground, though. Oh, yeah, he is. He might actually make it look like. He didn't do bad at all. If he's in a 737 like we got it predicted him. Anyway, that's what he's up and gone. That's good enough for now. Surprised me he made it, but okay. It ain't that I didn't think you'd make it. At the same time, if you don't do it right on this airport, it's too small. You won't make it. You got to really do everything the best you can. Now, if I do that, that'll shut off my recorder, so I better do it this way. I was fixing to use the push button, but that's my recorder button. I can't do that. So used to using it, I might mess around and cut everything off, not intentionally. Alright, now let's see what we can do about the fuel before we do anything else. Whoop, I done the same thing yesterday. Push that button there instead of getting the fuel button. Alright, here we go. No, I didn't use one of these. Still got the wrong one. Here we go. Let's get the fuel. I'm going to go with 75% again. I think that's a plenty. We're going a pretty good ways today, but at the same time, I don't think it's anything like outside the range of that right there. I'm going to give me a cough drop just in a minute. Now, let's see if we get this here part here going. Let's get in the 2D cockpit. Here we are. Now, let's get this thing ready to fire up. There we go, right there. Gotta turn these on. This is on. I'm going to go ahead and turn these. That's lights there. That's what this right here, what I want on right now. Anyway, that right there. Now I'm going to bring this around, see if she'll start. I'll bring it back. It's got to be that way. I had it the wrong way. Good thing I tested my button to make sure the fuel's on. Anyway, here we go. We are started. Now, since we started, I'm going to go ahead and light this thing up. All of them. Let's back this thing out here in a minute. Let's back her out a little bit. Get her back out of this corner a little bit. There we go, right there. Now, once we get to the runway, I'm going to set up a VOR. We're going to be picking up VOR over in Arkansas, but we're going to be flying backwards part of the way in and leaving it using the ADF to know when to leave it. Hope that's what I got planned. I'm not real sure how long that VOR will reach out. It's a high altitude, that much I do know, which means I should get 200 miles out of it in the right altitude, but we won't be nothing like that high. So we may still get enough of it to work, and we may have trouble with. We'll check and see. I may go on to get about 3,500 or so feet high, 4,000, so I can get the signals alive, or even a little more maybe. But let's get down here toward the airport, then we'll set up some. I've got this on live stream and home local recording, so I have to back it up. I can. Hopefully, we're gonna try it here. Now I've got the weather fair weather across the board. I'm not trying to be cloudy at all, because what I'm trying to do, I need to be able to see. If it's bad weather, I wouldn't start this flight in real life, because too much got to be seen to pick out what you're doing. Now I do not know the terrain, so all I can do is say that's an airport, that's the airport, and I hope it's the right one. Oh, if everything goes right, it should be the only airport in that area directly. It'll be some more around, but not that close. Alright, here we go. We're going to turn this thing around right here. Let's see if we can get it over into here and turn it back around. Maybe hold short a bit. That phone keeps ringing, but ain't nobody doing nothing. I'm going to check it though. Let me check my cell phone. Be right back. I'm back. The phone rang one time, didn't ring no more, so I didn't answer. I don't know if she did or not, but I didn't answer. Apparently, if it's all it is, it hung up anyway. Got a cough drop. I'll get that one out in a minute. Alright, let's bring this right here up. And the VR that I'm going to set up will be Walnut Ridge, Arkansas, which is a pretty good ways away, and I'm not real sure how quick we'll get it. I'm hoping I get it early enough to use for what I want. That tell me it's the wrong book. That ain't the words I'm looking for on it. Here we go. I'll be leaving here. I'm at Reelfoot Lake again in Tennessee. Reelfoot Lake, ICAO is 0M2. And we're going to leave here on a heading of 255, squawking for the Isle of VOR of 11450, which is Walnut Ridge. I'm going to try that right there. Well, there we go, right there. 11450. Right there. That's supposed to be it right there. It's a high altitude, so it's got a good long range to it. Hopefully it'll be enough to do what we got to do. Now, that's what we're going to do there. Now I'm also going to be trying to use an NDB or ADF on this one. 385. Whoop, there. I hate when it does that. Change the wrong numbers. I didn't want them changed. Come on, change that 4. See, it ain't what I wanted. I was going my way, and for no reason at all, it changed the wrong number. 3. 85. Now that's what I want right there. Alright, we got 385 on that one, and these two is right. We're going to leave here on the heading of 255. So we'll set this here 255 just for a benefit of a doubt right now, so it'll keep me reminded which way I'm supposed to be going. Now I hope this is right. Could be wrong. If our signal comes on, it'll take care of it. It won't matter. 255. Now I'll set this runway heading and bring it around 255 once we get in there. Alright, now I'm going to set this up. Let's go 5500 on kind of that signal. I can come back down once I know what I got and where I'm at. Whoop, that's too much. There we go, 5500 now. That'll be alright right there. Now we're going to use that right there to get us out of here. And we're working for the. So I'm going to click it on right there where it'll start talking to me when it comes on. I'll know when it's on. And now we're going to head out of here on 255 across toward the boot hill. Across the boot hill, in the boot hill. Hopefully we'll have the signal to Walnut Ridge by then, and we'll ride it straight to Walnut Ridge till we get to the ADF 385, and when we line it up, we're going to turn away from it, away from 385 on a heading of 325, and that'll carry us up toward. Well, actually, first thing we're going to do is we're going out of here to here, and 385. Yeah, we'll be turning 325 on 385, and going to a place. I was looking for Paragoot, and I think that's what I'll get, but it don't say it. P-I-G-G-O-T or P-I-G-O-O-T-T is what it said. Pigot. Anyway, it's 7M7, and that's the airport we're going to go to. We're going to stop her for just a minute, then head out more up toward the lakes, up there to a little grass strip on the lakes, about halfway across, over around Brinson, over that area. So anyway, here we go. Let's get this thing out, or turned around here. I didn't look to see if anybody coming. Let's try and get me and everybody in here killed today, which would be much gone if we did probably. Anyway, here we go. The old hobos in Tennessee, we only miss them for 6 months. Take this thing out of my mouth, and I'm going to put this thing there. Right there for one of them flaps, and here we go. Now, I didn't preset the airspeed yet, so I need about 110 or so, 120. I need to get the altitude up where we climb. I set this. Alright, we in the air, flaps coming up one at a time. That's too much, but be alright too for now. 220, let's go 225. Right there, be alright for now. Flaps the rest of the way up. Let's bring this thing around to 225. I didn't even set it. Preset. And down to 225. Get a turn quicker than we can, so we'll be closer to the line of the airport, not way out to one side of it. My calculations were made off the airport. That's what I said right there. Now let's hold that. We're watching for a couple of signals. And first one we're looking for is actually the 1400, but we also could just use the other if we found it first. But it's the ADF is such a short range that it's going to be a little hard to, you know, to get in close to it without probably cheating to find it, probably. But I'm going to go ahead and set this ADF 1 right there. That way if it do get in range of it, it'll come on, it'll tell me. That way if it comes on the other and don't, I'll still have an idea where I'm at. I'm going to go on to 135. I don't know how fast it's going to fly. I've had it on 140, I think, already. The faster you fly, the more fuel it burns. The more fuel it burns, the less range you can get. So we're going to try that right there, though, for where we're going. Let's fly a while, and then we'll check and see where we're at. But the idea is to go find this VOR and get on it, on a heading straight into it. But when we become in range of the ADL, line it up on a heading out of 3. I want to leave it on a heading of 325 and find that little airport up there. The airport we'll be going to was PIG. Uh-oh, we got our signal, one of them. We got our VOR, I do believe. Let me bring up this stuff where I can look and see. We got our VOR, that's what I was hoping and sort of figured we would, but I didn't know for sure. That's too close, I believe. What's wrong? Well, let's see where it's at. I don't know. It ain't that bad off, so probably it. All right, let's turn straight into it. I'm gonna call that it. I was off pretty heavy on my angle, but let's still got it on. Let's turn straight into it. Let's bring this needle here straight to the top. Come on around some more. And that heading was just a rough heading to get me out from here anyway. But it was all pretty heavy. And this is not as far away as I thought it was, so we're good there. And we're not going about half of that distance. If this is the right one, and I believe it is, it sounds a little. We could check it a little bit right here. We could check it a little bit right here. 100 right there, and we're going the wrong way. Let me check this. I can't read Morse code, so I don't know what it's saying. But anyway, it appears to be going the wrong way. And that ain't supposed to do that either. Let me get it back in where I was at. I said D and B. There we go. Now, by calibrating might put me back the right direction. I calibrated now, it's making a big turn and it looks better. I can tell you before I even look, it looks better already. Now that looks more right. Why it gets off that calibrated that bad, I don't know. But it does. As soon as I calibrated that, it looks a lot better. Now it looks like we're going where it's supposed to go. I should have calibrated before I left the ground. I guess I didn't do it. Now I can stop that beeper now. I don't need that. We'll stop this one, leave that on, so when it comes on, it'll talk to us. The airport's got that on it somewhere along in here. Those little airport's got the ADF on it. And when we get in within 40 miles of it, it'll come on. And if not, if we miss it, then we'll have to. Now I got a little too far over. Let me get back over just a little bit. I want that needle straight up, but not to one side any. This right here will also tell you the same thing. That's 250 and 250. That's what I want. Now we're straight into it pretty well. We should pass by on the left, on the north side of that ADF, but hopefully within range of it to use it for a turn point. Now, if we zoom this out now, I zoomed it to here where I can see the direction of the states. But where we headed right there is probably Walnut Ridge right there. That right there is the ADF we're going to right there. Almost guaranteed. That should be an ADF right along there. Once we get in line of it, I'm going to turn 3-something away from it. It's a little grass strip right up, not a lot of grass strip, but a little airport right up in there. Once we make that turn, it's the only one really close, I think. I don't want to get on the wrong airport, but it could happen. If it does, I'll tell you so once I check it. I'll turn this off and keep trucking. We got a distance right here of 60 miles, and about half of that's what we got in mind. So 20, 30 miles from here, we should be close to that VOR at ADF. Now I'm gonna stop up at that little airport that I got on here. I'm gonna stop at that for just a minute. Then we'll head on up to that little grass strip on the lake. There's two of them. I have to pass one, go to the other. We'll fly up to the VOR at the lakes and then turn off of it and go past that first grass strip to the second one. The airport at where we're going here, P-I-G-G-O-T-T or whatever, it's got a runway of 18 and 36 in north and south, and ICAO is 7M7. The altitude of that airport is 275 feet. So I thought I wrote down the length of the runways. I don't see them, but I thought I wrote down the length of it. I don't see them. Oh. We've got 2 people in the server flying with us somewhere. Looks like nobody was in sight of us. They were back around real quick when we left, I think, or at least one of them was. No. There we go, right there. This is nav 2 here. We're not really using nav 2 even though it's on. But we get in close, we'll use this one right here for a direction out. We'll do it on our pop-ups to tell them about it. In fact, right now we could get over on, we're still on the heading mode, we're not on nav. Since we don't have the nav light on, I could actually turn this right here now around to the heading I want to leave that ADF on, so I'll know which way to turn when I get there. We're going to leave that ADF for NDB. We're going to leave it on 385. So bring us around to 385. That's the direction we got to leave that on. No, 385 is the number. 325 is where we're going to leave it on. That's it right there. That's the direction we're going to leave that ADF on. Or leave this, actually this course line we're on. We'll turn off it at the time when that ADF gets right. And that'll put the ADF over here as your gold needle. It's got to be pointing 325 right along there. Straight in front of us at that time. Be right. That should get us up toward that airport and find it. I hope. I wouldn't bet on it, but surely we find that airport though at that rate. As long as we keep this green line lined up here, which we need another degree this way. There we go. Let's go one more that way. Bring a green arrow back to that little red tip. And that's the direction we want to be flying. Now, these navigation on this won't mean anything to us. Not any of this. Won't tell us nothing. Just this gold needle and the lineup of this arrow and the green arrow or gold arrow once they line, we're on the right direction. That nothing to do with any other navigation. Nothing to do with that bar. You can't use it. All we do is go by this one and get the right direction and turn in on it. The right direction is when it lines up with this one. It's the way I want that to be. And that's what it's there for. It's got nothing to do with the actual navigation off the VOR. The VOR is just to get me to it. Hopefully. It's going to be off to my left, I think, and if I'm too far off, it won't come on. But consider this distance here, it ain't going to be too far off. Consider that distance, it's not going to be too far off. But it's closer, it's going to be much closer than Walton Ridge. And inside of 40 we'll get it. And we're going to be 30 miles from Walton Ridge. Should put it on top of the ADF. I hope it comes on. It should have been on that GPS, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it on by number. I'll put that away. That airport right there is outside of where we're going. The ADF's on the airport right there. And the one we're going to is right there. I'm going to fly between them and hopefully that ADF will come on. I don't have the numbers here to look at. I was hoping to give you the numbers here, but I don't see them. There it is right there, but it don't give you the numbers. Surely we're going to be inside of 30 miles of it, though. Because that right there is only 46 miles now. We should have that on now, and it's not on. I'm going to go to the map and verify the numbers. See if I got the numbers right or wrong. Because something ain't, it should be on, but now I don't see it. 258, I got it backwards. That's why it's not on. I wrote the numbers down backwards. Get this thing back up. Come on. 258, not 385. Well, let me look at that one more time. Well, I said 2 and it should be 3. Sure, I didn't get all the numbers wrong. I believe it's 358. I'm already too far up. 358, yeah, I'm already too far up. We can circle in on it though. It jumped the wrong number again. It's now on, and there's that. Now, we are actually, we're a little bit past it like I said, but it's alright. We can take care of that. That was my mistake. I read the number. I want to turn away from that thing. I don't want to turn toward it. I want to turn toward the ADL, not toward where I'm going. Come back around and try to pick that up where I want it. The back of the arrow will be, I don't want to pass the ADL. It should be easier to get on if I pass it and come into it, to be sure. But all I got to do is get the back of the needle where I want to go and follow it. I wasn't thinking about that when I said that, but it will be the back of the needle. It's going to be pointing toward the ADL behind me. We can turn that off now. We don't need that. There we go. I want to bring this to 225, which now I'm already past it again, but it's alright. Now we can get back around to it. To 325. I don't know how many miles, but it's an airport out there somewhere on 325 from her. 325 would be over here. 310, 10:25. All right, let's get on over this way a little more, so we can walk that arrow over. Or about 320 right there. Just another minute. Look, if I can get over fast enough. I just lost signal. No, I didn't. I just picked it back up. Well, darn. Now, what happened? Something tells me I ought to turn myself plumb around. I'm going east. I'm supposed to be going north. I ought to turn myself plumb around, I do believe. Turn back around. I think I've got that ADF right under me. That's not a good idea. Let's go to head and go 325 for a few minutes. Because we're pretty close to it. Oh, get over. 325. Let's hold that a minute to get this thing behind us good. What I mean, I'm on top of the ADF is lying to me. I'm too close to it. Right on top of it. That's the reason I was trying to stay north of it. On a circle I come back around on it. I'm right on top of it. I've got to travel this direction a few minutes to try to set it up. I'm going to get outside the plane where I can see around me, which will help some. And we'll get everything else we need up here. I need to come down some. Down to about 2,000 at least or less. Slow down a little to help maneuver this thing. Right there. Get her right there. And I'm going to get down as fast as I can. That ought to do it right there. I want to get this needle now back behind me again. So I need this one up there. I don't know how close I am to it, but I want to move left. Look like I'll move right to get over on it. It's on my right side, but I need to go on down and see where I'm at. Let me see what the back numbers will be on that. The bottom is going to be 145. Right there, where the bottom of that needle's got to be. Well, let's say 145, 120, 130, 140, 145. They're right there. That's where that point's got to be when it gets straightened out. Which means I have to move left. Or don't move right. I gotta fly this way to get it over there, so slowly get over that way just a little. To bring a needle around behind me. Now, I don't know how far that airport is, but it's not no long ways. Back there, no, that's a wing. I thought it was all airports in my tail wing.
2,500.
As long as we keep that signal on top of it like this, we should keep it until we get 230, 45. Right there's where I gotta have that arrow. Right there. This needle here's gotta be there. I'm coming down to, I said 2,000. Well, I see it now it's 1,600. Oh, there we go. That's 235 right there. Now, I'm not real sure how accurate that is either, but that's all I got. I'm gonna come around a few degrees. We're getting pretty close. We almost come, well, I think we come all the way around now. I'll hold 5 degrees or so. Now there's an airport out here somewhere. A little more that way won't hurt nothing. The needle ain't quite around there. But I don't know if that's actually right or not. That's all I got to go by. Let's see what we got. I had nothing to go by that's accurate. I had to sort of guess at this stuff. Anyway, now we're getting just about right. Coming back around that heading again. 325 right there. That's where I want, right there. Now, I'm going to bring the GPS back up, cheat mode more or less, so I can get an idea of what we're looking at. The airport we're looking for is that right there. So we're alright. And it is within 5 miles of us right now, off to my right. So can we see it from the heading I got set up? Like 10 to here, 5 to there. Just a few degrees off front. It's almost in front of us. I believe that's it right there. I believe that's it right low in there. It's off to our right, but not much. I'm gonna come down a little more. More ready to get ready to land more. I'm gonna go ahead and go dirty for landing. Full flaps. Slow her down to about 185, about 85. Still looking for the airport. There it is right there. I see it now. That's it right there. I believe that's laying right in there. And the runway is, what does it say? Runway headings are north and south. I'm going to bring us around north and south just to give me an idea of what I'm looking at in my mind. Right there. That's the airport right there, I do believe. Come down just a little more here. And I'm going to come to the left a little more so I can turn to that north heading into that runway. I know it's there. Everything I'm looking at says it's there. Get rid of that thing right there. We don't think I need it no more. The airport's out there somewhere. Right off in there somewhere. I actually don't see it. I thought it did. Unless that's it right there. It looks like it right there. Looks like it right there on that little light spot. I was looking at this right here a while ago. That may be it. Well, I can't see the runway. I'm so low I can't see the runway. Actually, 1,000 too low because the airport is 250 feet. Still about 1,300 here. There's a street right there, looks a lot like an airport right there. And I don't see anything else. That right there is not one. Nope, that ain't one. That's it right there. Pretty sure that's it right out there. It's showing it right to my right real bad there though. That's showing it behind me. Well, let's get off this autopilot. It says it's behind me now, so let's see if we can find it. Right off behind me and over this way, it says.
1,000.
I didn't see it when I come by there just then. This GPS had been known to be wrong too. There it is right there. I did pass it. I didn't see that close when I come on it. I should have, but I didn't. That's it too, north to south. When I flew by, I actually didn't see it. I should have seen it. GPS had to cheat to find it. Maybe too close where I'm coming in too.
500. Approaching minimum.
There we go.
Minimum.
Yeah, we got it. Cheated a little to find it, but we found it.
100.
GPS told
40.
GPS told off on it.
10.
See if it'll stop when it runs out of runway. Oh yeah, we got it. Alright, we're here. Like I said, that was... Actually, it did bring me to the airport. I just didn't see it. Everything I done brought me to the airport, just like I said. But I didn't see it. That don't mean I wasn't here. I just didn't. My eyes wasn't seeing it. I don't know why I didn't see that. I don't know. Even though I thought one time I did. And then I looked back and I couldn't find it. Okay, we're gonna stop right here. And we're going to be going on up to the other little airport, see if we can find it here in a few minutes. We'll leave here on a heading, like I said, of leave out on 270. And we'll be going to a VOR called Flip, FLP. And it's 11280, so might as well get it ready now. It's low altitude, you got to be pretty close to get it. VOR 11280, let's get that set up. There we go. That's the only thing we got up there to go by. And it's going to be harder to find this is. They'll watch it, a little grass strip in the middle of nowhere, but the water will help us find the lake. It's within the lake, just two of them. We got to go to the second one. We're going to go to Flip. At Flip, we're going to turn heading of 300, past one airport to the other one. Here we go. They're both grass strips. All right, let's get this thing in the air. Here we go. I said leave here on a heading of 270. Let's get this right here back up. Set this, and bring this up to about 3,035. I'll say 4,000. How about that? And then we'll set that. We'll come around here to go back to 270. I said. I'll get right in a minute. 240, 50, 60. 270 right there. Now, bring this back up, set the speed, bring it back up to about 225, 235 still. What we go, I think. 225 be alright. Back up to 225, I get it right there. We go right there. Now, alright, that's all we need right now for a few minutes. This, and this is to go by. Alright, we'll bring us back to the top where I always keep it. And we'll bring us back around. Our VORs are 1280. They're not on, I know. They're low altitude. They're going to be right on top of them before they come on. If we miss them more than 50 miles, you'll never find them. 50, 55 miles, something like that. Anyway, we're going that way to check it, see if we can find it. Let me recalibrate. There we go. See, it changed again. It's off pretty bad already. Coming around to 270. Now we can watch Walnut Ridge a little. I'm going to put it on this one here. And we can watch Walnut Ridge for distance. Let's bring it over here. And this number 1 and number 1. Walnut Ridge is 37 miles away. I think we got a... I don't remember if we passed Walnut Ridge or what. I really don't remember. I think we do. Yeah, I know we do. It's the other side of Walnut Ridge. But we're not going straight in on Walnut Ridge. We're just going to go by there somewhere out there. Walnut Ridge is... That's probably about right too. It's off to our left a little bit. 240. 36 miles away. Get this thing up through here. That VOR is just before you get to the lakes, I think. Just this side of the lakes. I'll leave it on a heading of 300, I said. And from there, as soon as we turn 300, we'll be looking for the first little grass strip is within the lakes, but it's this side of the other one, and next to the second grass strip we're looking for. The grass strip we're looking for is a Pine Mountain Air Park, and it is 880 feet above sea level, runway 927. We got to pass Gaston, and it is 3M0, Gaston is, and we're going to Pine Lake, which is I don't see the ICO to it. Thought I put it down, but I don't see it. Pine Mountain, I mean. Air Park. But I don't see the ICAO to it. Apparently I didn't write it down. But it's Pine Mountain Air Park. Arkansas. Off around Benson. Still Looking for that VOR. Not on yet. I am squawking for it, so if it comes on, it'll tell me. We'll get a little closer to Wall Ridge. I won't bring Wall Ridge around exactly left, north, and south of me. When I cross that, I'll be passing Marble Ridge completely. I said this at Brinson, up around Brinson somewhere. Hadn't made any other videos today. I started one last night. I'm gonna do a little more on it. Fix to start Far Cry episode 1, not Far Cry, but Half-Life 2 episode 1. I'm just getting ready to start it. Try to get it on playthrough as I go, which means edit it as I go. I had a little business here today, and I got something to do tomorrow. Didn't have time to sit in here. It's raining here at my house real hard. Pulled that headset off and I could hear it. Wouldn't put it past y'all hearing it right now. Between that fan running back there. We're still holding that signal at ADF back there. We hadn't lost it yet, so we're not 40 miles away from it yet. It's got gold needle, it'll part crossways when it parts. The green one parts south, the gold one parts crossways. Anytime it's not being used. This time we're waiting on the gold needle, not the green needle. Nav 1, Nav 2. I get right a minute. Keep calling it wrong. I call it enough ways that one of them's got to be right. Get off that screen. I wanted it up on the other monitor. As long as I mess with it, you won't be able to hear me. Alright, live stream is running on. That's what I wanted to see. It is running live stream. I can see it, but it's so small I can't see it all. I could pull it up, but it might come around this front screen if I do, and I don't want to do that. Oh, it didn't. I've got it full screen on the other screen now. See, what it might do is when I start talking, I don't want to do that, double talking. I better turn it off. That's the only lot of double talk on there. It may actually broadcast back through the mic, which would mess up everything. Turned it back off. If it broadcast over the desktop, it'd be double talking. $18 miles out of Walnut Ridge. I don't know how close we'll get to it, but we'll pass by within a certain distance of it on our left. I do believe. We're still looking for that little VOR. The main, I'm going to climb a little more, so maybe a VOR will come on a little quicker. Maybe 5,500. 5,500. 100. Yep, that's me. Now, did the engine pick up when you went to climb? Add some power to get him up. Autopilot did that, I didn't. Let's bring him up there to 5,500, see if we can get that other signal on as quick as possible. I imagine 20, 30 miles out of Walnut Ridge the other direction. Should be getting out there somewhere. We'll be looking at something. Walnut Ridge on nav 1. That other little flip is on nav 2, which is not on yet. VOR flip. Up at that other airport. I don't think I wrote that name of the other airport down. It's not actually on the VOR, but it's close to it. Higher I get, the better the signals work, because I'm trying to get up there a little bit. Once we get it, we'll get back down, coming in on it. Because it ain't very far out the other side, very few miles to the airport. Once we get on that airport, it'll be the finish of this flight today, a little hop. Little scurry across the country. We still seem to have that ADF behind us. It shouldn't be good for more than 40 something miles, 42, 45. Looks like it's still on, which we wasn't but 40 something miles out of Richardson, out of Walnut Ridge. We hadn't passed it yet. We should lose it about the time we pass Walnut Ridge, maybe a little bit. There we go, lost it just then. Just lost it. I was trying to make a determination when we might lose it. 14 miles out of Walnut Ridge, but probably not going to get that close to Walnut Ridge anyway. It's going to be off to the left a little. All right, we just topped out at 5,500. The engine slowed back down. Got a little wind out here today. See the wind plane flopping around. Pretty heavy, choppy wind today. And in this view, the only way you know when it comes on, other than sound, that needle right there will move. Split and go to one side probably. If I get this offline, I know it'll do it then. Right now it's pretty close to the right direction. I'm gonna get it offline a little. We'll recalibrate, 'cause I might just mess things up. That button I was holding mess up stuff. I think that's not a button but a screw, but it looks like a button. All right, we're passing Walton Ridge right now. When that needle right there gets straight up and down, we're exactly even with Walton Ridge. Same way within that line, straight line across us. And we are passing by 12 miles, almost 13 miles north of Walton Ridge. That's all we need to know about Walton Ridge right there. It is now behind us. And within 20 to 30 miles there, we should be at least getting a signal, if not be where we're going. That also tells me I'm in pretty good shape towards my direction to my other airport, at least in the right area. Now I can do like I did a while ago, I can cheat a little. That's what that thing's made for. It's all it's made for, I think. Alright. Well, I'm gonna say that's Walton Ridge. There's a right there's the VR we headed to. Yes, it. There's a lake just came in there. That's the VR we headed to. We're not real bad. We're good. We're a little bit north of it, but not enough for anything. It'll be alright. There's the lakes coming there now. And the airport we're looking for is right up in here. Off of this 300, which would be right along in there, I think, where it's at. Now we can get rid of that. I didn't mean, uh-oh, I just did something wrong. No, I didn't. I thought I stopped that, but I didn't. Only reason I didn't take it because it didn't activate the window, because I sure pushed that button. It would have turned off the local recording, not the live stream. But it did turn it off. But it was actually supposed to. Now, like I said, leave the other VOR on 300, but that's not Walton Ridge, that's the other one we're coming up on. We're not there yet. Wind's chopping me around a little bit up here now. Keep on, I may need a burp bag. There we go, we just picked up the BOR where we're going. If it's got ADF, I don't know. Or DME, it does. 60 miles out. Now we can go to that. And it's pretty well, no, a little bit to the right. That's all right, I told you to be a little bit right of it. It's left of me. I'm right of it or north of it. Anyway, we're gonna get this and turn that off. We don't need that no more. I'll get a little closer. We come down 500 feet. If we don't lose it, we'll be all right. We'll stay that way a little while. Bring this here straight to the top now, which will mean turning back this way a few degrees. Turn a little bit back to the east, south. There we go right there. That arrow right to the top. Now, like I said, I'm going to leave on the heading of 300 from that. We still had to change this one over right there. Now, when this lines up, we go straight out on that heading, and we should find our airports. As long as the signal stays on, I can get a little lower. The airport is 880 feet above sea level, so I believe that's right. I better check that. The other one was, I'm not sure about this one. No, the other one was 2 something, I think. 880 is what it is. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Nobody in the server but me. Nobody in TeamSpeak but me. That's alright. We're gonna fly this thing with or without today. Just a little hop across Arkansas here, out of Tennessee. 3-state hop. Tennessee, Missouri, and Arkansas. From lake to lake. I see an airport off to my left, but it's nowhere close to where we're going. We've drifted off a little and moved a couple of degrees north. Recalibrate. Try to get on that half latitude and finish out that first level of it quick as I can. I don't know how long it'll take. I think I'm two checkpoints into it, or 3. I don't know how far they are. It's pretty long between the levels. "36 miles to the VOR. Come down another 500 feet. I think we'll be alright. There is some mountains up in here though. don't know how tall, but up a little bit to the west of here, there's quite a few. We'll check it out up through here. Wrong button. That's the button I meant to push right there. One degree back to the west or south. Getting off the line a little. Still another little airport look like. No, yeah, that's there on the right there. Looks like one. See the lakes coming up. I'm gonna try 3,000 altitude. Tell them the ground's 500 feet at least above. 2,500 above the ground, 3,000 above sea level. I hadn't got to that yet, so we'll be close enough to the ground. Ground starting to show up under me a little bit. Trees starting to look more, I can tell what they are. I'm still pretty well dead on the green line. Leaving the VOR on a heading of 300 to the second grass strip after you turn. There'll be another airport right where you turn from, more or less. A bigger airport. See if we can get over here on Pine Mountain Airport and set this thing down. Be lake to lake. Man, quit that coughing. I'm doing just fine. I started this is flying. But I did, like I say, eat something. Once I eat something, sometimes I start coughing again. We're still on pretty good line on the green line. That right there is still set for me to turn out. I'm going to come down another 500 feet and try it. Looks like it'll be alright. As long as we keep the signal, I'm alright. I need the signal in order to tell where I'm going. At least we'll get turned and lined. $20 miles off a turn. Coming on the VOR flip. I'm going to slow down a little for navigation reasons. A little bit of flap control. What do I got over here I'm looking at? Some of that right away for that power service. Looking pretty good. I think I can come down a little more. One more time maybe. That'd be alright. At 2,000 we're only 1,100 feet above ground, so I'm gonna come back up to about 1,300, 2,300. Give me about 1,400 feet off the ground at the airport. Now, these places out here may be higher. As long as we don't get down and drag our wheels, we're not gonna worry too much about it or lose the signal. 16.9 miles off the VOR. I'm fixing to pull about 3 or 4 degrees or 5 to the north. This is to offset the VOR just a little. Don't want to fly straight across the top of it. I don't want to get confused with it like I did the ADF. I was too close over the top of it. What caused that? Took my mind off the exact directions, and I was trying to get on that number. The numbers were too close to me. I couldn't get on them. Now we're looking at those lakes. We'll come up on the VOR. That VOR is between one set of lakes and the other. At close on to or close to an airport. I'm gonna try to come off just a little bit more, but I don't want to get too much because the airports are close. It ain't very far off of each other airport, I don't believe. If we get too far over, I might overshoot it to one end and one side. I see a bridge across the lake up to the north. Looks like we've got an airport up here on the L. $13 miles off the VOR. We'll probably pass within a mile or two of it. It'll be on our south side. We'll be heading a 300 off of it. Well, 11 miles off the VOR. We'll pass, like I say, within a mile or two of it at the very best. And we're going to turn out heading a 300 off of it. Now, I'm going to set this right here where I can't miss it. But as close as I am, I'd rather not get right in on it, really. I'd like to be at least 5 miles away when I get on it like that. I'll slow down another 5 knots for navigation reasons. Let's slow down 10, make it 90. Miles. Looks like an airport right there. We can no longer chase the VOR direct in. We're too close to it, we're starting to pass it. 8 miles to the VOR. Still pretty well in front of us. Oh, but my head's in my hand. Got a bump. We are somewhere right about out in there. Only 6 miles away. Should actually be able to see it here pretty quick, probably. The closer it'll get when it passes south of me. .7 miles. We'll be within 1 to 3 miles of it. Look like when we pass it. Doesn't look like maybe an airport right down in there. Look like can't really make it all out, but at least the factories or something down there. Something right there's one. 4.7 miles. Now the first grass strip we're talking about is on the other side of a lake, I think, and the second one's on the other side of another set of lake. I do believe that's right. The first one, the runways are 240 and 60 and 240, and I think the others is north and south. I've been looking to see, I forgot. The runway where we're going is 9 and 27, but we're going to pass 240 and 60. This one we'll pass. Grass strip, both of them. There's a flip right there. We fix to turn over it. The airport right there is where we're going to. And the first one we'll cross will be this one. We'll go into that one. We just went from the end of the VOR to out, even though it's still slightly in front of our wing. About 12, between 10 and 15 miles to the airport I'm going to. The other one I gotta pass is within 5 miles of me. It's on my left, but it's gonna when I turn, it's gonna be on my left. The way I see it, or almost straight in front of me. It may be it right there. Maybe it right there. It's already within 5 miles of me. Could be the first one right there. It doesn't pass this down coming around. When it gets to right there, that's when we'll be going on the heading of 300 out. And we're headed to the airport right there. 270, 280, 290, 300 right here. So we'll be a little bit to the right of it the way it looks now on the GPS. That's probably the first one right there. Possibly. That's going to put it about 10 to 15 miles off of that. Off of the VOR. And it'll be slightly, I think, possibly slightly north to northeast of us once we turn. Are we getting ready to turn? Our localizer's coming down. Go ahead and help it turn a little. That strip purple might not be great. It has already took over. Now it's moving to the line. Now that line is a line, but it's not necessarily to the airport. It's where I said the airport should be. I don't mean I know what I'm talking about. Let's see what this right here works out to be. At the airport right there, the one else is the first one right there. That's the first one I was looking at. The next grass strip is mine on this heading. It's pretty well in front of me now too. It's out across some of them lakes out there somewhere. After you cross this one before you get to that one. Right almost to it. Come down another 100 feet. That bumper is pretty tall though. Have to watch them bumps, they get in your way. Well, we can always fly over the lake down to sea level, or lake level, and go right on over. It's pretty close to it. Let's look at these lakes a little bit. The string of buildings there that right across the end of the runway, running out in the woods. Something don't look right about that. Six miles out of here. I figure 10 to 15 we'll be on, or probably 10 to 12 we'll be on the other airport. Looking for the airport, we're still exactly where I said. Everything else is come and gone, whatever, we're still on the heading and everything I call for. So we're doing pretty decent. And if I fly across the airport and don't see it, that don't make me wrong on my navigation. It makes me blind. This runway here is now is, let me see what it is. The runway heading was north and south, I said, north and east and west. But what I need now really is this right here, set runway heading, I need this around to 300. Come on around there. I'm pushing, it ain't moving. Right there now. I'm gonna get on that so I can move this here to the runway heading. It won't, you got to ignore the needle at this point. But it tells me which way my runway. There it is right there. Ain't no doubt in my mind about it. It's right there. That angle right there. I need to come in right into here. I'm fixing to take over. Get this up and turn that off, that off, that off. Everything is off. Take over the throttle, flat full. Slow her down a little bit, about 75, 80. That's our airport right there. We flew straight to it more, I guess. What I'd call it. I'll come around and put her on the runway. And that wasn't one I pre-planned. I planned it, but I haven't flown it and double checked it. What I mapped off the map today is what I used. I've been on this airport once before from the north, not from that angle. I don't remember what I was doing, but I remember coming to it once before. Come out of St. Louis, I think, down through here, a couple of hops. May even have it on video. I don't remember what plane I was in. One of the biplanes. That's on Pine Mountain Air Park, what this is. We're heading into. I'll go down a little lower. The man said 1,000. That's a call out for you. Looks like the bumps on this end of the airport a little high. We've got to come across them down, look like. Sometimes that makes you have trouble getting slowed down to stop once you get in there. But it looks like I'm getting pretty close to the top of that mountain right now. A little bump on this side of the airport. The other end is lower. I was thinking this part work. Get my wheels in these trees, I'll go across, everything will be just fine. As long as it's just the wheels and not my whole plane. Throttle back because we go down, we'll gain speed anyway, we don't watch. Across these treetops. Now we've got one of the Microsoft trees yonder. We've got one of them tall trees, that's Microsoft trees. They put one at every runway, look like. I did a clip it just a little. Throttle off, because we're coming down, we're still gaining speed. Right into the runway. Nose up. And set her right there. Come on, set her down while you stop. Right there. A little heavy, but I can live with it. It was intentional. Wasn't no accident. Alright, we're on the airport we left out to come to, and everything's just fine. Go there and park it, call it a day. We'll do another flight or something else for the next 24 hours maybe. I've got a few things I got to take care of. A few little projects I've been putting in front of me that's going to take some time. I may not have as much time as I had, but I'll come back to it later if not. I thought I'd squeeze this in tonight while I had a chance. Here we go. Get out of the corner of the runway here and turn it around, park it, and leave it here. Corner of the property of the airport. I like to park on the corner where other people, if they come in the server, I won't be in their way. I'm gonna bag it up here this corner a little bit more. That's a pretty good shot at the corner, I think. Be good enough. Now, put the park brake on. Inside the 2D. Turn all the lights out. Avionics. Power to the... Turn the engine off. Shut the fuel off to the engine. There we go. Everything is down. I'll take back outside the plane, do a quick walk around. Make sure, hey, we ain't tied it down yet. Somebody gonna come tie this thing down for me tonight. I ain't going to, I'm tired. I'm gonna let somebody else tie it down. Anyway, that's Town Dog, and I'm gonna be gone for now, and I'll catch you later. I'm gonna go.